Well, I hope it shows how beautiful it is out here. Yeah, I just came out here just to drink coffee and enjoy the peace and have bugs land on my eyelashes. I don't know. It's just nice out here. I have to go clean the bathroom in a little bit, so I'm soaking up all the nice freshness while I can. It's a sunshiny 68, so it's definitely warm. I'll go and make sure that the lights are all off with the chicks. We shut them off for a little while yesterday too. And I was thinking I might take... She wants me to come here real quick. Alright. Just put my knee in mud. I had to move. And I have no idea why I didn't grab a bucket or something to sit on. I don't want to sit on the ground just because it's damp. It's better than nothing. I don't know what I said and I haven't said. I did my braid short, it won't flop over my shoulder. I did my braid tight, making it shorter, and it won't flop over my shoulder. I was tempted to just cut it all off at this length, but I would really like to wait until it's like this long. So by then, who knows what I'll want to do. I mean, I do want to grow my hair longer. I really enjoy being able to do different things with it then. This is why she called me over there. It was Gwendolyn. She painted this rock for me yesterday. I'll stick it in my raised bed. And she said that the colors represent, I'm not sure how well the blue is showing up, but represent different members of the family. This is Wendell and Booney. Booney's favorite color is green. Aislinn's favorite color is blue, so that's Aislinn. And this is me and Gwendolyn and Carolyn, which kind of in some ways works out because we do have some similarities. I'll tell you, I was going to say something, and I remember I was going to say something. But talking about Gwendolyn, she's a true artist. As a matter of fact, yesterday, sister-in-law came over, one of my sister-in-laws, and visiting about different stuff, and she, time out. If you can hear that bird cawing, at the same time a vulture flew overhead over here, so just pointing that out. But Gwendolyn was drawing like always, and she said something to my sister-in-law about being able, you could draw a picture, and she's like, we told her, not everybody can do that, and she's like, yeah, you just think it in your head and you draw it. I can draw, I can draw decently, and enough for it to be nice, and I've even sold a couple of pictures and things like that. I paint a little bit too. Really enjoy working with pastel chalks, and I do enjoy it a lot, but the ability to just think of something and then put it out on paper or canvas, that is the part where I would hesitate to call myself an artist in that aspect. I think of myself as an artist in other ways, or a creative. A creative is a good way to describe me. But yes, Gwendolyn is very much an artist, very much so, and constantly drawing and painting. You can't keep her out of or away from any of it, so it's really cool. And she's now over with the chicks, And she loves those birds, so they will be nice and friendly, which will be nice. And that's part of what I was gonna say. The chicks, they, I was kind of already thinking this, but especially on days like this when it's so nice, it would be nice to have Wendell make for me some sort of panels or something that I could just set up around the outside of it to open the door and let them out on the ground during the day. I'm gonna have to move them I'm thinking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some changes to a dog kennel, a chain link dog kennel that's like 10 by 10, 8 by 8, something like that. I'm pretty sure it's 10 by 10. And I had seen somebody else do it. It was on like Mother Earth News or something like that. And he put on, put wagon wheels on it, on the bottom, so that it became a chicken tractor. And we're gonna try just putting them on the back end of it, and I can lift the front end. And I will put probably some chicken wire. I have some different wires around here. I will put some chicken wire around the bottom of it so that the smaller birds don't like stick their heads through as much. You'd be surprised how many birds you can lose if they can fit their heads through the wire. And especially if you saw that bird up in the sky, that was a vulture. I flew down pretty low. I just made a decision. I'm going to go text somebody, and I'm going to buy some geese. I mean, okay, spoiler alert. I was going to buy some geese this year anyways. But those are like a big investment, and it's much anticipated. There's years worth of anticipation going into these other geese. They're very rare. They're called cotton patch. So yes, there's that. But browsing on Craigslist, I come across some geese for sale, and they're just like little Chinese, brown Chinese and African mix, so they're colored about the same. But the vulture going overhead, and what I'm going to be keeping my birds in, I'm going to have guard geese. So yeah, somebody has some baby geese for sale not too far from me, and got to brainstorm just a little bit, but being that these chicks, those geese are hatchlings and these chicks are bigger, I think I can put them in together. Even if I have to keep them separate for a little bit, I'll be okay. This is an impulse buy, but this is a wise impulse buy. I am very, very determined to keep my birds safe from predators. In the past, I've lost birds, and sometimes it's just a freak thing, but you know, something in my inside said you gotta get some extra protection. And here might not be so bad, but I'm probably going to end up with a flock of meat birds out moving around the horse pasture, and there's not trees back there except for on that edge of the pasture. So that being said, what was I gonna say? I mentioned let me think for a minute. Okay, So I had to go back and watch what I was saying, and I figured it out, or I remembered. I'm gonna have to move the chicks a little sooner than I wanted to, and part of why I had to like stop and think about that is the Cornish crosses are, a bug just walked in front of my camera, some bee type thing that keeps crawling around my phone. So but anyhow, they're 3 weeks old, 3.5 weeks old, so they've got 4.5, 5 weeks, unless they grow slower, and then we'll bump it out like another week. But you definitely, from what I've heard, no more than 10 weeks, even if you're like rationing their feed, or you know, have them where they can like, not necessarily free range, but you know, get out and move around more. They just grow so rapidly that their days are very much numbered. So those birds, they would probably be ready to come out of there in a week. They would probably need that. I think if we can do it, what I'll do is I'll modify that kennel, that dog kennel, and put those in there, and that is where they will probably spend, they might not spend the rest of their life there. I might have them in there for a week or so, and then move them into my electric poultry netting, because at that point they probably can't get through the wire. That's my, I have this in-between time from having them in the brooder house to them being large enough to not just walk right through the poultry netting. So that's, the dog kennel will get used a lot then, and then also having a few panels to put around my brooder house to allow them to go in and out, that would be very useful too. What I like about all these things, all these structures are movable. Well, the brooder house not so much. It's very heavy, but most of the things we're doing are mobile and or done in such a way that you can take them back apart with relative ease, and the dogs are wrestling around over there having fun. So yeah, that is one part about moving them. And the other thing is, like, I probably would have liked to have left the heritage birds in the brooder house in that space for 6 weeks. I thought I gave myself a good 6 weeks, and I got a little excited. And another spoiler alert, because I don't think I've said this yet, I ordered more meat birds, and this time I ordered the Rainbow Rangers or something like that from Meyer Hatchery. I noticed that, give me a moment, that McMurray, their chickens are just flying. I mean, a lot of people are promoting them too, so you know, that's great that they're having good business, and I'm very happy with my birds from them. But so I was looking for an alternative place to get more meat birds from, and yeah, so I ordered 75 red Rainbow Rangers or something. I said, I don't remember exactly. And these are, I forget what they're classified as. They are a broiler. hopefully the dogs are not being just like so loud from over here. They're just playing. Can't blame them for playing. But yeah, that's a lot of birds at once. And they are like 9 to 11 weeks from processing. I believe you would normally process the hens or the pullets about 2 weeks ahead of the roosters, because they, unlike the Cornish crosses, which grow uniformly no matter what gender they are, your other breeds and other types, it takes longer for the cockerels, for the males, to reach their butchering weight, processing weight. And I think what I would like to do is hold back a few of the hens, and then I hope, there goes that bug again. I really hope, if I don't, I'm going to be hunting for a large, heavy rooster. But I hope I have a Delaware rooster in there. 1 or 2. And so, yes. Oh, I'll just tell you all my chicken plans real quick. My general idea is to hold back selective, like, trios. And so later this year I will be selling off a lot of birds. And I don't know how many trios I'll keep, we'll just see. And then I'll raise my own going forward. And yeah, that's a very short part of the plan. Things like temperament and size and egg color and growth rate, and you know, I'm not geeking out at this point, but I really could. I am a crazy chicken lady and a bit of a nerd, so I'm very much looking forward to it. Excuse me. It's like, I'm like getting happy thinking about it. Oh goodness. One other thing I was gonna say is, I don't know why I thought I could come out here and just drink my cup of coffee. I don't know why. This thing's half full still. Oh. This mug was a Christmas present. I got many mugs. I got 3 different mugs as Christmas presents, and it was from my mother-in-law, and this one was from my husband, and then my sister-in-law, my husband's sister and brother-in-law, they bought me a mug too, and it was like, touched my heart. It really did, because it's really nice when, you know, the people you love know you well enough to get you a gift like that. And now Gwendolyn's asking if she can rake somewhere. That's another thing I was gonna say. Chickens are a great way to get your kids active in chores and farm life. Okay, just, they love it. And, you know, like, and maybe rabbits too. Some rabbits bite, but yeah, it's the gateway to farm life. Chickens are. It's awesome. Chickens in a garden. I think everybody probably gets their start that way, and it's a good plan. It's a good formula. So, all right, I'm gonna go. So bye.